sir.
Good morning, Mr. Casillas. My name is Orellana. I'll be doing PoL on Integrated Math 2. This is my completion chart for the homework, and as you can see, I didn't do a lot of my homework, and I didn't understand it because I do most of my homework, but yeah, I did do 2 homework, but it's nothing. This is my assessment. It's my evidence. I did most of my corrections and quizzes. For test part 2, I did do my corrections, but I did the retake and I turned it in late. But for the quiz, I did not do the corrections. Now, the people that help me, they're usually just my friends or my family, and took my corrections just from notes and homework, and then I figured out my mistakes by just looking at the review packs and whatnot. I improved my grade by using your quizzes and your study guide. I reviewed the packets and all that and whatnot, and I got help from my friends. My essential skill is number 2, learning target 2.2, angles of triangles, and what this is the different types of angles and theorems for a triangle. And my misunderstanding was memorizing the vocab and whatnot, like the different theorems and angles. This is my test, and this is my quiz, my evidence. Now, one of my misunderstandings was identifying the different angles and theorems, and what ended up happening was I didn't really know which one was which when I was doing it, and because I didn't do that, what ended up happening was I started wasting a lot of time, and it ended up giving me a little bit of time to do my test. So let's start our next quiz. This is the other problem in my test and my quiz. Now, I didn't understand the exterior angle theorem, which for that you need, which is, for example, if I go back. That was the other one, sorry. For instance, like this one, you can't read it, but these 2 angles equal this one. I don't know if you can see it, but I didn't know that at the time, so I couldn't figure out these 2 angles, which I got my answer for. Now, I think I deserve a C because during the year, I didn't really focus on my work and my homework wasn't completed. And I currently have an I in your class, and I think my homework completion chart reflects it. And I'll be doing my chemistry now. Okay, so good morning, Uto. I'll be doing my unit on 2.B. Now, for the first one, it's 2.5. Students will be able to explain how to relate the position of an element in the periodic table to its atomic number and atomic mass. Now, the periodic table organizes elements during its atomic number, and the masses are also averaged. Like, for instance, 222.9 and 223. And they're also arranged by non-metals and gases. And for 2.G, explain how to use the periodic table to divide the metals and semi-metals and non-metals. And I use this image because it explains the non-metals and the yellows are the metalloids and the metals are the red. I had to use the periodic table to the alkali metals, alkaline earth metals, oligons, and transition metals. And for the orange are alkali metals, and the dark orange are alkyne. And then the hologram are the green, and then transition metals are blue. Now for the trends, for 2.I, trends in ionization energy, electron conductivity, and the relative sizes of ions and atoms, which would be ionization energy, and typically is in top top to bottom, and within the group of a nuclear charge increases, it is harder to take out an electron because of its whereas attraction. And the activity increases from top to bottom with the group and increases from left to right across the group. And then atomic size, the bigger the atomic number, the bigger the atom. And for this one, I have 2.K. I explain how to use the periodic table to determine the number of electrons available on it. So, like for instance, group 1, group 1 will have 1 electron, so you would need 7 electrons for it. And then for, it goes in order. Group 2